Hello friends, welcome to Testing Shala YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to talk about what is the difference between test case versus test scenarios. This is very critical interview questions will be asked in any interview when you are attending a manual testing interview. So what is the difference between test case versus test scenarios? I am going to explain in detail. If you have visited Testing Shala YouTube channel for the first time, then please click on subscribe button so that all our future videos related to software testing will be in your inbox. That would help you to enhance your software testing skills. So let's move on to understand what is the difference between test case and a test case scenario. So where I have put in a table view. First, I will be talking about test scenario for every difference. Then I will talk about a difference for a test case. So let's go by one differences. I have listed 5 important differences between test scenarios and test case. So let's understand the difference between test scenario and a test case is test scenarios are generated or created from the requirements or user stories. That is the first difference. Then the test case would be test cases are generated from test scenarios. The main important difference is test scenarios are generated using requirements or user stories. Test cases are generated by looking test scenarios. That is the first important difference. Then the second important difference would be test scenarios are very high level. Test scenarios are very high level, and most probably these are at very single liner, one liner scenarios. In case of test cases are more of a detail oriented. It is having a detail oriented steps and which are written step by step manner. So that is the second important difference between test scenarios and a test case. Test scenarios are a single liners and high level. Test cases are detail oriented and written in a very detailed steps. So let's move on to the third important difference is the test scenarios are nothing but what to test and what not to test. So basically here we are going to talk about, by going through the user stories, we will be writing what to test and what not to test. Once the test scenarios are written, we will be working with our stakeholders to assess whatever the test cases we are whatever the test scenarios we are written is appropriate or not. So that is the main importance of test scenarios. But in case of test cases, we are more talking about how to test. How to test means, so it will have a detailed steps of information on how to test. If you take an example of login page, so login page is a test scenario. Yeah, login page is a test scenario. But how to test a login page? Where enter username, enter password, click on login button. Those are the test case which are given in step by step manner. But test scenarios would be login scenario. That is the difference between test scenario and a test case. In test scenario, let me reiterate, test scenarios is nothing but login scenario. This is test scenario. But in the how to test, where the test case steps would be, you enter username, password, click on login. These are the 3 detailed steps would be performed to perform the login functionality, where we are providing in detail steps. But in test scenario, we just give login scenario. It is a single liner. I hope you understood the third importance difference between test case versus test scenario. Let's move on to the fourth important difference. So the main purpose of test scenarios are morely written in terms of end-to-end perspective. These are written more on the end-to-end product perspective. Test cases are written by looking at the individual features are concerned. This is the fourth important difference between test case and a test scenario. Let's move on to the fifth important difference is, as I was discussing earlier, once the high-level test scenarios are ready, where we will be working with POs and PMs to review the test cases, test coverage at high level. If we just give very high-level scenarios to the product owners and product management, for them it would be very easy to review all the test scenarios or coverage. If I just give all the test cases, every steps in the test cases, then it will take huge amount of time for the PMs and POs to review their cases. It is not user friendly. I hope you understood all these five important differences between test scenarios and test cases. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like this video, please click on like button. If you have visited Testing Shala YouTube channel for the first time, then please click on subscribe and bell notification so that all our future videos related to software testing will be in your inbox. That would help you to enhance your software testing skills. Thanks for watching this video. Bye for now. Take care.